Look at that poll, Vinny. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, do your thing.
What late night show do you watch? 1,800 voters.
Good for you guys.
96% said none.
Yeah.
2% Fallon. 1% Kimmel. 1% Colbert. Oh my God.
I'm so proud of every single one of you. Good for you. Don't give them any energy because it's not comedy. It's propaganda. They're all getting paid to do what they're doing. They're not about making people laugh anymore. It's just an agenda. I'm sick and tired of it. Let's just talk about these people. Jimmy Kimmel, who is one of the most unfunniest people on the planet. He's labeled as a stand-up comedian. Who has ever watched Jimmy Kimmel? Have any of you guys seen his special?
Consider Megyn Kelly and Patrick Bet-David as truth tellers, with Jimmy Kimmel as the unfortunate piñata. But this isn't your average late-night roast. It is a verbal demolition derby. The punches are powerful and quick. The takedowns are ruthless.
And Kimmel? Let's just say he did not come out unharmed.
This is a battle filled with furious comebacks and surprising turns.
They saw what we saw. They saw the frail elderly man who needed help getting off the stage. They're just too chicken shit to tell us about it, because they accurately deduced that he could still be the Democratic nominee, and they don't want to ding him up. Maybe you give Barbara a pass. Who gives a damn what this singer saw or says? But you know what? Jimmy Kimmel happens to be employed by ABC, which happens to have a rather large news organization. And he has been one of President Trump's most vocal critics. Where are you, Jimmy? On vacation? Not good enough. You can still use your thumbs to send out a tweet. You could set the record straight right now, but you won't.
Jimmy Kimmel, aka Light Nights, is the king of lukewarm satire. His humor is as subtle as a foghorn in a library. He manages to be both painfully predictable and utterly mediocre, flailing at political targets like a child on a sugar high, mistaking laughter for penetrating insight. It's satire in name only, passing off hackneyed jabs as social commentary.
Not hysterical. I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. If you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. Right. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person. This is a stupid person. And that's a bad combination.
What a shame. What a shame that a late night show host that millions of people used to watch you. And they probably still do, but it's not as high as it used to be. And you just called it.
Enter Megyn Kelly, who can cut through spin like a hot knife through old TV news. She isn't searching for polite praise or dull criticism. She describes Kimmel's comedy exactly as it is, a dull collection of cheap laughs and recycled punchlines. Consider fast food for the brain. Quick, fatty, and forgettable.
More than half of America voted for him. You just disrespected 51% of America? What a shame. It's unbelievably unattractive and not working. Your business model is not working. MSNBC's business model is not working. NBA is not working because they're disrespecting the customer. Who the hell are you, Jimmy? You have a job because of your customers. Capitalism will eventually fire you, unfortunately, for some.
The first attack was aimed at Kimmel's style of humor, which she described as a botched party trick. Instead of using his prominence to advance the debate or fight genuine power,
he makes lowbrow toilet wall jokes masquerading as political analysis.
It's the funnier version of microwaved leftovers. No taste, no effort, just the same tired lyrics rehashed for the umpteenth time.
Tonight was the 96th Academy Awards show, and while you might have missed it, there was one clear winner. No, not Oppenheimer. It was sanctimonious leftists for their lead role in pretending they are better than you. Winner number one, Jimmy Kimmel. For the fourth time, Kimmel hosted the Oscars before an adoring crowd of Hollywood stars who laughed and curried favor with the man who wore blackface so many times. Yes, some of the very same celebrities who wanted you to believe they were horrified after yours truly said in 2018 that people used to don dark makeup in order to imitate well-known black celebrities, and it wasn't a big deal. Absolutely ate up the performance by Hollywood darling Mr. Kimmel, whose blackface costumes included his oft-repeated bit as basketball star Karl Malone.
Now, Karl Malone never seen no flying saucer himself, but if he...
Don't get Kelly started on hypocrisy. Kimmel's comedy picks its battles like a toddler playing dodgeball, avoiding, anything that may cause ripples in his Hollywood bubble. He eliminates easy targets while safeguarding others, much like VIP guests at an exclusive roast. It's not edgy. It is safe, outdated, and predictable. Kelly realizes a missed opportunity. Kimmel's massive platform allows him to push boundaries, smash echo chambers, and spark meaningful arguments. Instead, he distributes punchlines like Halloween candy. Tasty, safe, and easily forgotten. Looking for a host that can both entertain and instruct? Continue searching. Kimmel is still telling jokes about politicians from 2008.
So, first of all, Robert Downey Jr., congratulations, he wins his first Oscars. Starts to joke, trying to be funny, and he says the following, just listen to this, and I just want you to tell me, if you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe my humor sucked. I didn't find anything funny about what the man said on how he changed his life on the night he is about to win his first Oscar.
This is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career. Well, one of the highest points.
Scumbag.
Maybe it's funny. I
Robert
don't find it funny at all.
No, it's
Now, he's
not.
playing it off.
Yeah, he's being a professional.
Was that too on the nose, or is that a drug motion you made?
Just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, move on.
He's won every award there is to win. Is that an acceptance speech in your pocket, or do you just have a very rectangular?
He's acting. He's acting, meaning he can't stand any of the jokes that are being said.
I don't know who labeled Jimmy Kimmel.
Patrick Bet-David doesn't do fluff. He sees Kimmel not just as a comedian, but as a cultural influencer shaping public opinion. His concern? Kimmel's shallow, selective satire misleads viewers and misses the chance to inspire real thought or bridge divides. Instead of sparking debate, Kimmel's show prioritizes laughs and ratings.
They had the Kennedy Center honors the other night where Joe Biden couldn't say Dionne Warwick. He kept calling her Diane, and he didn't know who Barry Gibb was. He kept calling him Billy. You know who else was honored? At the Kennedy Center. You know who else? Billy Crystal. Just FYI, do you know who once opened up the Academy Awards in full blackface?
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Crystal. Billy Crystal. And do you know who's going to be hosting the Academy Awards this year? Jimmy Kimmel. Do you know who's worn blackface repeatedly and spoken inner city sort of urban accent saying she needs to darn those socks? Jimmy Kimmel as Oprah, as a fat-suited, black-faced darning socks Oprah.
Alongside Megyn Kelly's blunt critique, Patrick paints Kimmel's empire as all flash and no depth. Serious issues are reduced to cheap jokes, feeding echo chambers instead of challenging them. Ironically, Kimmel's so-called progressive comedy may be worsening division rather than helping heal it.
Broke him.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
Oh my
For
God.
healthcare, for climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
These people are
Wait.
absolute
Let's
lunatics.
scrap that. Bad night, you just don't know it yet. Let's look at that in a year. Let's look at that in 2 years. Let's see what's going on. Hell, let's look at that in 2 quarters.
Meanwhile, the deeper, more challenging discussions, the unpleasant but necessary ones, are skipped. When you stand back and consider Kelly's journalistic discipline and Bet-David's strategic perspective, you'll see a pattern. Kimmel's comedy may seem to be harmless late-night entertainment, but it has a huge impact, and not in a good way. When someone detonates a glitter bomb in a library, it causes accidental damage. It's showy, messy, and no one is happy, yet the cleaning seems impossible. Kimmel's approach handles major issues as if they were guests in a comedy. Easy to mock, exaggerate, and forget before the next commercial break. Complex concerns are reduced to little sound bites. Climate change? Consider the polar bear with the sunscreen joke. Healthcare? A weight-related fracture that barely reaches the surface. It's like taking a water pistol to a fire. It may momentarily settle things down, but the fire still burns.
The morning show with Stephanopoulos into the evening Academy Awards broadcast with Kimmel and ABC elevating, the blackface lovin' Kimmel. They, at the same time, fired Chris Harrison, host of The Bachelor, for trying to defend one contestant on like The Bachelorette for saying, gee, I know I went to this antebellum party, a couple years ago. I guess I didn't see anything wrong with it. And all he said was, are we judging her by today's standards or are we judging her by, old standards, whatever. He was basically trying to say, are we being too hard on her? Got fired. Chris Harrison has to be fired by ABC. I don't know why, because he's not a committed leftist, because he's not out there more saying all the terrible things about Republicans that Jimmy Kimmel says. So this is them saying, we get it. We're an ally, right? And I guess maybe they're trying to make up with their racist past for their racist past.
Comic trivialization does more than spark laughter. It distorts how people view serious issues. When everything's a joke, nothing feels worth deeper thought. Kimmel's selective satire, as Kelly points out, avoids risk and feeds confirmation bias, reinforcing ideological divides instead of encouraging open dialogue.
Maybe has been having one too many drinks. The late night comedy spent shows 2024 bashing Trump as viewership continues to crash. Vinny, I'm coming to you on this one here, so get your data ready. Rob, I think you got a video on this. Late night comedy hosts like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel focus heavily on Trump in 2024 with, ready, 98% of the 1,463 election-related jokes.
These divides aren't symbolic. They cut through society. Patrick Bet-David sees Kimmel wasting a huge opportunity. With his reach, he could challenge views and foster real conversation. Instead, he offers shallow, feel-good comedy that avoids complexity. In a divided world, that kind of humor may entertain, but it fails to inspire growth or empathy.
He's not the worst. The Daily Show has the worst ratings. They only have 366,000 people watching that show. During the Jon Stewart years, it was over 2 million. Now it's down to 300,000. Seth Meyers, absolutely dreadful. He doesn't even have 1 million. 778,000. I mean, for network television, this is, you don't have to pay for it. It's there when you turn on your TV. You plug it in. That's a dreadful number. Greg Gutfeld on cable, which you do have to pay for, it has more than double the numbers of Seth Meyers. Jimmy Kimmel, 1.5 million average.
Kelly and Bet-David agree. Comedy isn't neutral. It shapes opinions and culture. When used carelessly or for profit, it misleads rather than informs. Their critique of Kimmel isn't just mockery, it's a warning. In a divided world, comedy should challenge, unite, and enlighten, not reinforce bias or avoid complexity. When it fails to do that, it's more than a missed laugh. It's a missed chance to make a real impact. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to Daily Finder.